Hi, it's Roger Hamilton here, and I'd like to invite you to join me on my Fast Forward Your Business Tour, taking place our third year, 2013. Every year we've noticed that this event, which attracts entrepreneurs from around the world, has doubled in size. And I believe there's 3 reasons that the people who come back, and they bring their friends each time, and they're the same 3 reasons that I believe you should come and join us at this event. First reason is that we focus at you as a business. When you look at your business and the things that you're doing to achieve success today, what simple things could happen which could give you a multiplier of 10? I go through the top 10 trends in business, and believe me, these have changed dramatically over even the last 3 years. Several years ago, everyone was focusing at social media, everyone was looking at the emergence of mobile. Today, we're already beyond that. We're focusing at how the entire internet is becoming fluid. What's now going to happen with internet TV? How are we all going to be transforming as we go from text to video? These are the things that, as we actually see the tools that are really available today, by bringing all the very, very best towards your business, can already create that transformational result. And I'd like to give you 2 simple examples of how 2 of our attendees transformed everything as a result of this very first reason. One example is South African entrepreneur Scott Picken. Scott had a very successful property business in Australia with South African investors, but as the whole market changed, the question was, what do I need to do to shift my own business model? Coming to Fast Forward, he learned about the different trends by which he could work from anywhere and look at any market, and as a result of that, he decided to focus on his passion, which was property, but to redirect all his focus into America. He now has a multi-million-dollar business within 2 years, working in America with investors to be able to invest in the American property market. A second example is Lisa and Lachlan Lang, who, when I met them, were entrepreneurs in Australia focusing at the solar market. When we actually got really focused at what it was that they wanted to do, what their purpose was, it was to create sustainability in families. And as a result of that, and what they learned about what's now happening with the online side of things, they've created a global business called Eco Originals, which is focusing, to begin with, at eco nappies, and then is going to be creating all sorts of other products for the home. There are many examples of this where those who come to the event then go out and create amazing success stories. However, there's a second part to this, a second reason, which is that we also focus at you as an entrepreneur. Because you're going to find at these events that we have the entire spectrum, from those who are thinking about starting a business but haven't done it yet, to those who have a business and are working on their own, looking to be smarter with technology or with the teams that they work with. And then we'll have others who already have multiple businesses or are millionaire investors that are looking for smart ways that they can make the most of their time and find out the very latest things that are taking place. Some will come alone, some will come with friends, some will come with their entire team. But one thing for sure in each case is, by us focusing at you as an entrepreneur, we are not only looking at how your business might grow, but how you yourself might grow. So I will go through something called the Wealth Profile System and the Wealth Spectrum System, which I created as a way for us to see where we are on the map of success. And I'll give you 2 examples of people who, by coming to this, have shifted the level that they're playing at in the same way you can shift your level when you come to the event. One example is Bea Benkova, who came to the event as a successful business coach and leadership coach for women. When she came and saw what was possible and what she could achieve, she decided to go with her lifelong dream, which was to set up the Global Institute for Extraordinary Women in the Czech Republic, which is what she then went back and did, to the extent that she now has been on national television. She has a book being published about her. She has now launched online and also in person her institute, and has an entire team that is now growing it, with her now inspiring. Shifted everything. Another example is Simon Dixon. Simon was one of our change makers in London in our very first year in London, and he shared his vision about how he wanted to shift the banking community even before crowdfunding existed. 1 year later, he came back to share again how he had not only set up his company, which is Bank to the Future, but how he had the endorsement now of Richard Branson, how it was already bringing in the first amounts of money into the business, and how he was already at a stage where he was leading the charge of crowdfunding in England. The third reason, and for me the most important, is that as well as treating you as a business and treating you as an entrepreneur, I at this event treat you as an individual. You have a story. You have a pathway you're going on right now. So we bring some of the top entrepreneurs in the country to be there to share their story as change makers on stage. And I share my own personal stories as well, my journey, where I'm going. I'm planning right now this year to have a 10 times result in some of my businesses. I'll be sharing with you what's currently happening on the environmental side of what I'm focused at with the Green School, with the Green Village, which is where I now live in Bali. I'll also be sharing with you how we are now growing Wealth Dynamics around the world in many different countries and how you could even be involved if you choose to. And I'll also be sharing with you a third enterprise which is going up by a multiple of 10, which is called Entrepreneurs Institute, which is a way that every one of us is able to have the learning and the tools we need as entrepreneurs right in our pocket, on our iPad, on our iPhone or our smartphone, whenever we need it, when we need it. As I share these different examples of what we're up to and what we're doing, you'll have a chance to share with others there at the event what you're up to, what you're doing. And I can guarantee by the time you leave, you'll have an entirely different level of thinking as well as a different set of tools that can allow you to go to where you want to go to. So come join me on our Fast Forward Your Business event. I look forward to seeing you there and to get that result. Final thing I'd like to share is that here in Bali, we have big waves. There are many surfers who come out here. And I can tell you that while many people, when they see the wave, like the waves coming from the future or the waves that are taking place every day around us in our business, we can either say we want to sink or swim, but there's always that third option, the one that we take at the Fast Forward Your Business event, which is to surf. I look forward to seeing you at our event. And until then, keep making magic.